Right. It's an African one. Yeah.
In August 2017, the government of Kenya banned the use of single plastic polythene bags. This is after a 10-year-old battle of trying to enforce the ban on the bags. The objective was to make an environment cleaner and decrease pollution. It was a blow to Kenyans and businesses, since the polythene plastic bags were a ubiquitous part of our lives as they were used in day-to-day activities. National Environment Management Authority (NEMA) was the agency mandated in curbing and ensuring that the polythene bags are eradicated. 3 years later, has the ban taken effect, or has there been change? Today, our case study is Murang'a town, the capital of Murang'a County. We will go through the town and its environs to see if there has been change or the plastic bags are still in use. It was the most drastic ban in the world, as the international media called it, since anyone caught using, selling or producing the plastic polythene bags will land themselves a penalty of 4 million Kenya shillings or a jail term of 4 years. In a walk through the town and the streets, you won't be surprised to find piles of garbage and rubbish pits that mostly consist of polythene plastic bags. This is a clear evidence that plastic bags are being widely used in the town and being disposed in these pits. A walk through the markets and shopping centers, you won't be surprised to find mama mbogas, fruit vendors, chapati vendors, and milk vendors still using the banned polythene plastic bags 3 years later after the ban. Habari yako?
Nzuri sana.
Sasa nataka kuuliza, after 3 years after serikali iliban kutumia hizi karatasi hizi za plastic polythene, bado zinatumika?
Ya tuna producers. Wanatuambia mambo ya plastic papers. They just say the company has bought the mark. So that they are given these polythene papers and they put their trademark like promise cakes. Ama kama hii mkate. Kwa hivyo we just buy when they are packed, but about polythene they just tell us they have bought for the company the trademark. So they are allowed to use them.
They are allowed to use them. Na sasa hadi saa hizi bado customers, kwa nini customers wana prefer kuwekewa kwa hii makaratasi bado, hii makaratasi ya polythene?
The customers do prefer these polythene papers because to their side they say it's hygienical. That means that the item she's buying or is buying will be more safer health-wise than these other papers. But we do persuade them to use these other even papers because of the environment sasa. But for this, they do use it because of health-wise or hygienical.
Sasa after the ban, what bags do you use, like the environmental friendly?
After the ban, we just opted to use these even bags because they are environmental friendly, and so we didn't want to confuse or hatukuwa tunataka kuonyesha serikali haijasema kitu juu sisi tunataka kufuata maagizo yake. Kwa hivyo tulidecide tutumie these woven bags because of environmental freight.
Sasa tunaweza hizo woven bags.
So we do prefer this one because after use they can get lot and quicker.
It's go better. Na nikuulize, is it true that these plastic bags are much cheaper than these woven bags?
Business wise, these polythene bags they are more cheaper, and so they favor our businesses. But due to the ban, we had no other choice, but we had to take this, so we prefer this today because hata nchi inakuwa digital.
For an in-depth analysis On the situation in Murang'a town, I visited the NEMA regional coordinator offices here in Murang'a town to get their opinion on the plastic menace in the town and also to get an expert analysis on how to handle the situation and the effects that come along with it.
So what can we say necessitated the ban of the polythene plastic bags in the country and in Murang'a town?
It is because there was a lot of pollution, and those plastics don't decay. So when they are scattered everywhere, they polluted the environment.
Okay. And so far, 3 years later, can you say there has been an improvement since the banning of the plastic bags?
Yeah, a very great improvement, because at least even if you move around, there are not so many plastic bags, bottles. At least there is an improvement.
And the environment is cleaner?
Yeah.
Okay, then we can say, because we still see there's some plastic bags used by the mama mbogas, some shops. Where can we say like these plastic bags come from? Where do they come from? Since NEMA banned the manufacturing and use of these bags, where do they come from?
I think they come from other countries, our neighboring countries. Maybe some people had a lot of stock and they are selling behind our bags. Counter bags, those.
Okay.
Yeah, but we are trying our level best.
Because we cannot see people being arrested lately, can you say like the authority on NEMA has become more softer on the people who are using the contraband bags?
No. It's just because we don't use the media to go and arrest them, but we are active on that. Yeah.
Okay. Then is it true like the bags cannot like end totally because there are some products that still need to be used by the bags? Yeah, what kind of products are those? Like they need still to be packaged in a plastic bag?
Okay, like bread.
Yeah.
It cannot be banned completely, but there are steps and ways that they are given so that which they are supposed to follow when they are packing, and they are supposed to recycle the same to use later, and they have to be given an authority.
Also, they have to be given like a clearance from the authorities. Okay, so can you say like it's impossible to totally ban plastic bags? Like is it totally impossible to ban all of them because some have still to be used? Yeah,
it is impossible to totally, but they are given the standard to use.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you can still see the bags, what are the best way of managing or handling them because they still exist in the market? The ones that are already there, what's the best way of using or handling them?
By recycling and reusing them.
You recycle and reuse them.
Yeah.
To see the magnitude of the plastic menace in Murang'a town, we took a journey to Kadudu in the outskirts of Murang'a town to see just how much plastic is being disposed. The Kadudu dump site, which is owned and managed by the county government of Murang'a, is where all the garbage collected from Murang'a town is disposed. We arrived at the Kadudu dump site and the sight was devastating. Piles and mountains of plastic bags, plastic bottles and other waste garbage from Murang'a town, as this is where it's all disposed. Fumes of choking smoke which emanates from the burning of these garbage is the order of the day here at the Kadudu dump site.
This is the Kadudu dump site in the outskirts of Murang'a town. The piles of garbage, which 80% comprise of plastic bags and bottles, shows the journey that we are far from over of eradicating and banning of the plastic in the country. The Kadudu dump site gets all the garbage from Murang'a town and its environs. This shows that most people still use and often dispose the plastic polythene bags. The fumes caused by the burning of the plastic polythene bags may cause an environmental hazard if continued to be disposed into the air, cause destroying the environment, and also if being inhaled by the human beings may cause a health risk to them. All said and done, what is going to be done to curb the plastic menace in our country and also in Murang'a town? It's the responsibility of every resident of Murang'a town and citizens of Kenya at large to be able to embrace and adjust to changing from plastic polythene bags to the synthetic bags. This has been Away with the Bags feature with me, Edwin John Mokora.